name is Cyrus Davis, and I have the privilege of interviewing Ms. Marlene David. I'm really excited. She's a financial aid officer here at the college, at HCC Community College, and I'm like so excited because she's helped me so much. So, can you tell me a little of your background, like where you're from, where you were born, just a brief of your story?
Okay. I am the last child of immigrant parents from the West Indies. I moved from New York, so I'm a northerner, to Florida back in '86 after I had my sons. And then I've been in Florida since then.
So you've been working for the college for how long? Like, how did you like get started? Like, what influenced you to be a part of higher education?
Okay. I actually stumbled into higher education.
What?
Yes. I was a teen mom and always thought that being in the medical field was the best field for you, job stability, income. So that's what I started when I moved here, and had great opportunities. I was started as a CNA, then went on to work in the hospital on the nursing floor, and one of the ladies that I had trained was working in the surgery center and told me about the position, so I went down and worked in the surgery center. She trained me also to become an anesthesia tech, so I became an anesthesia tech. A couple of years later, one of the doctors asked me if I would be interested in working in his office, and I did that. So I never really had a plan as to what I was going to do. I just knew I needed to do something, and worked in his office for a number of years. But there was a shift or a change in the way that the office was being run, and I felt it was necessary for me to leave. So didn't know what I was doing. I just applied, and here we have it. So I started admissions and worked my way up, and am now a financial aid manager.
Check it out. I'm going to tell you the reason why I chose you because coming from my background, you never made me feel like I couldn't do it. You always encouraged me. So you stuck out to me for that. You pushed me, you helped me write or organize. Like I'll write, you'll help me like with my thought process. So for that, it's why I chose you to be my Black woman of America.
Oh, thank you.
And just watching you, I didn't know all your story, but I heard bits and pieces. So it's profound that the friendship I've built with you. So we just went over that, like the capacity of how we actually met.
Mm-hmm.
Go for it.
You were actually a student here,
Yeah. Right.
and it's no secret to you.
Okay.
Nobody wanted to deal with you.
No.
And you came rushing in one day, and I saw you in the lobby. I was like, oh my, that's a lot of energy there.
Yeah.
And I don't know what happened after that, but then I saw you progress, and that's how you came to be.
Thank you. We talked about your profession. So in this field, like, have you actually being in higher education and being a financial aid manager, do you feel that you bring a certain thing to the table? Like, what keeps you going every day? Like, coming in here, being the best you, because I know everybody recommend everybody to you, financial aid wise.
Not sure why.
Yes, you do.
No. What keeps me coming in is like the email that I received on Friday after, well, I received it a week before, but I was at a conference. What keeps me coming in is that thank you that you get, not often, but you do get a thank you once in a while from that student that says you believed in me. And this was a student that I but I suggested that they not consider taking this semester because they had a lot of health issues going on and didn't have, anyway, they had a lot of stuff going on, and they decided to do it anyway, but they were thankful that I at least took the time to give them suggestions and give them the opportunity to make a decision, but also encourage them in that decision. That's what keeps me going, seeing students accomplish their goals, even when there's a setback, just knowing that you can still get there, you can still do this. you have bumps in the road, you just step over it and you keep going.
So I want to know, like, what challenges or obstacles have you faced as an African American woman?
Well, I was a teen mom. I was a teen mom of two at 15. I didn't finish high school the normal way. I did go and get my GED, but that's because I was frustrated with the school system. I was frustrated with the labels that the school system put on African American women, African American young girls, that you don't amount to much. You're essentially just here to be pregnant and produce. The labeling, the stigma, that frustrated me. So I decided to go get my GED. I finished my GED before my graduating class even graduated.
I know that's
So I
right.
wasn't going to allow what someone else put on me to stop me. I didn't have a plan, but I just knew I needed to go do. And that's what I did. And even in going to college, I didn't have a plan with going to college, wasn't sure how I was going to get paid. I wasn't aware of financial aid. My parents were not, we weren't even middle class now that I'm thinking about it. They just worked to support us. So they're a part of that population that makes too much to be eligible for Pell funds. And they didn't have a plan for us to go to school, so, but thankfully I was able to go to school. I've gotten scholarships, and then when I became a member of the education system, I was able to use that as my way to fund my education. So that's how I ended up here. Now, after the associate's degree, I learned, okay, you want to go, you got to pay to go. So I learned to budget and pay for my education. So I paid for my bachelor's degree, will pay for my master's degree. I'm not going any further than that, but and if I do decide, it'll be out of pocket because I understand the importance in investing in me. It's an investment in me. Getting my associate's degree was more of a completion. Getting the bachelor's was for me. The master's will be for me also.
So I wanted to know the opportunities and the growth, like you was telling me about the challenges of being a teenage mom and how you didn't know what you was going to do, you just was going to do. So out of all the things, where do you see your greatest opportunities, like from the lady teaching you in the hospital to growing?
I think being open-minded has given me the ability to learn from everyone. So any position that I've been in, whether it was a nurse aide wiping bottoms or wiping drool off of someone's mouth, I've been able to learn from that. From the hardest patient in the hospital to, just communicating with the staff, being open enough to learn, being willing enough to know that I don't know it all. Be honest to know that I don't know it all and I still have room to grow.
So since being here at HCC and being in the current position that you are, do you see like developing future, like how do you put your mark on future generations? Like what do you embark besides the email that you got? Do you run across some of these students that you've assist?
Yes, I see students as an opportunity. They're usually when they come into the office, they come in frantic because they don't know how how their classes are going to get paid.
Oh, I've heard.
Sometimes I'm able to pinpoint that's a student that I'd want to work in this office, not because there's something that you see in them. There's a personality that they bring, and you want to help build it. I think everyone's buildable, so that's the legacy that I want to bring forth. Not to see everyone as a challenge, whether they're passive or overt or very outspoken, but to help mold them, help build them, help them find themselves before someone else closes the door to them.
Well, I'm grateful for having the opportunity to interview you, but I want to know, like, what had you hold on to me? Because I know, Lord have mercy, I don't held on to you, shook up. Hey, I mean, I could have interviewed any black lady according to my teacher, but you're profound to me, and I don't know, your spirit. So I'm running here every time. I mean, I don't care, I ain't a student anymore, but I'm still teachable, so.
That's what got that's what holds me to you. You're willing to know. You appreciate that you're not there yet.
You hear me? Don't make me cry.
That you're not there. But you know what? But you are. You are there. You are further than you think you are. Amidst what everyone else sees, if you could only see you in the mirror. If you could see, forget what you know about you, if you can see the you now, you've come a long way. And not that you were a bad person. You weren't a bad person. It's just that you didn't have time to know you. You didn't take time to know you. And I think you're developing you now. And I think you like the person you are.
A little bit. Just a little bit.
That's what keeps me, even and the candy. But that's what keeps me no more candy. Not bad. But that's what keeps me there. You're just willing to grow. You're just willing to grow, not stop. You don't say I'm there. Mm-mm. You don't act like you're there. And you're willing also to get down on someone else's level to say, you know what, I'm going to bring you up too. You don't stop. You keep bringing other people up.
My closing remarks, I am Iris Davis. This is my heroic African American woman, Ms. Marlene David. I'm grateful to her. Me knowing her has allowed me to know me. She don't even realize the impact that she has on my life. And I just refer everybody to her, ladies and gentlemen, because I think she can fix it. If she can't, she'll find somebody. But I like the fact I chose her because, again, I like what she does with all the students. I like if I send someone, ask for her, she'll take time to see them. So smile for the people, lady. But we both nervous. Hello. I'm crying. But I hope you enjoy my presentation. I hope you enjoy Miss Marlene David. And thank you for the opportunity to share my Black woman of America.